Hello and welcome to Kids Talk. We are here and we're back. It's good to be back doing some kids stories for you guys. Well, today we're going to look at identity. We're going to check out identity. We're going to see what that's all about. And on the screen, you're going to see, well, at the moment, we've got a picture of a head and there's some jigsaw puzzles because we're talking about who we are. That's essentially what we're talking about. So before we go any further, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you some photos up there. And what we're going to do, we're going to see if you can guess what these are logos of some superheroes. So what you've got to do is you've got to guess who they are by just their logo. So you've got to see who their identity is or what their identity is just by the logo. You've got to say and see which superhero they are. So hopefully that's making sense. It will once we get to the first one. Here's the first one, right? So who is that, right? Okay, next one coming up. There we go. Let's see who we got there. Okay, all right, another one. That's the Flash. Boom! Oh, I said it out, didn't I? Whoops. Ooh. Okay, next one here is, that was the shield, wasn't it, Emmy? Yeah, that's right. And we've got one more, I think. Yeah. Here we go. And who's that? There we go. And there's the word identity. So how easy was that? Was that pretty straightforward to see who some of those superheroes were? I'm sure if you like your superheroes, you have no problems whatsoever in picking those out. But so we're going to look at that. And we're going to try and match the superheroes up to identity, because superheroes, when they put on the mask and all that, they cover their true identity, don't they? They don't show who they are. So we're going to look a bit about that. So I want you to think about it and say, who gives you your identity? Who makes you you? So when somebody looks at you and goes, oh, that person's great. Oh, they're a great mate. They're a great friend. Who is it that sort of, is it your friends that sort of give you your identity? Is it perhaps your parents that tell you who you are? Is it other family members such as uncles and aunties and things like that? Do they give you your identity? Perhaps. But we're going to look at another way. And we're going to look at that because we're in church, we're going to look at it from a different point of view. We're going to look at God and what God says. So before we do that, I want to share with you a movie that we all watched, and it's called Overcomer. It's a Christian movie. It's called Overcomer. And it's about this girl, and she's going through schooling, and in her time there, she struggled with her identity. She struggled to know who she was. And she wasn't well liked at school, and she got picked on and things like that, which isn't too nice, is it? And her principal noticed this and sort of asked the question, well, who are you? Who are you trying to be? And all the rest of it. Anyway, and she sent her home, and the principal happened to be a Christian, which was great, and gave her some great advice to go, if you've got a Bible at home, if you don't, I'll have one for you. But to go home, read your Bible. Now read Ephesians chapter 1 and 2. And look at those and highlight who God says you are. So she went home, she did that and highlighted all the ones, and she came back the next day and she told the principal who God says she was. And this is great. So listen to what she says back. She says, I am created by God. He designed me, so I'm not a mistake. His son died for me just so I could be forgiven. He picked me to be his own, so I'm chosen. He redeemed me, so I am wanted. He showed me grace just so I could be saved. He has a future for me because he loves me, so I don't wonder anymore. I am a child of God. And I love that last bit. I am a child of God. And I'm going to put this up on the screen here. There we go. So I want you to remember that no matter what you're facing with in school, just like this girl, she struggled with school for whatever reasons, and got picked on and things like that, which is not a pleasant feeling. But she came back and she saw who God made her to be and who she was in God. I am a child of God, which is a great declaration we can have, and a great witness for all of us to have, to know that we belong to Him. And she knew that. And once she started reading those passages, which is great. So remember that. If you don't remember anything else from today, remember that you are a child of God and He loves you wholeheartedly. So remember that. Until next time, kids, catch you later.